Let's have a look at some of the stocks which are setting up for 8 to 20% move in couple of days. These are stocks with established momentum which are having some sort of a pause, and they can quickly break out and make big moves. So on these are the candidate on the long side. I'm looking at Pega recent earnings or some news going sideways in a very narrow range kind of a thing. MMSI again similar kind of a setup. Then you have GPRO which is like holding up really well. If you see rest of the stocks in the market are going down, so this is a stock which is holding up well. Magna chip again same kind of a setup, and this is the kind of thing which you want from anticipation, where like here like you're looking at this stock and then like in a span of like 3 or 4 days it makes 17% move, and if you look at say 8 or 10 days 24% move, or here again if you're looking at it you're looking at around 26% move. That's the kind of setup you want to find in a established trend. This is established trend, and this is a very narrow range day which is like less than 1% up or down, and then a breakout happens from that day. So Amba again similar kind of a setup. It is like setting up for a possible big move to the upside. Uh, ZGNX again another one which is like setting up very nicely, and even here if you see like in a couple of times it had like narrow range days, and from there it had a breakouts of 20-22%. Here again narrow range day, and then this works on stocks with established momentum. See that you have to remember, it's always like, see here established momentum 14% move in 3 or 4 days. So this LPCN now going sideways, very nice setup on T, which is basically going sideways for quite some time. So that's like low price, not really my focus area, but a lot of people like low price stocks. So this is on the long side, and it should not take you more than 5 to 10 minutes to find this candidate once you know what to look for, and once you have an established method and a process flow to do this. This is on the short side. On the short side, because the market is going down, you'll find a lot many candidate. On the short side, you're looking for an established momentum to the downside, a counter trend bounce, and then the bounce fails. So basically SQM is one. LFL again another similar kind of a setup. You have one product. Now if you see, stock is very weak. Stock has been going down for last 2 years. It breaks down, it will be like a further downside. uh, JWR again similar kind of thing. You're looking for a counter trend bounce, counter trend rally like this which fails, and then the stock keeps going down. Okay, that's the kind of thing which you're looking for. Fele again counter trend bounce in a stock which is weak. It's been down for last 3 or 4 months. Okay, AXLL again similar kind of a setup, and you're looking for a downtrend to continue. Copa, here there was a counter trend bounce which failed, and you'll see that here 15% move in a couple of days. And FMC similar kind of a setup, couple of counter trend moves have failed. See here, here counter trend move failed, and you got 9%. So this is another counter trend bounce. BEAB another counter trend bounce after a big drop here. So if this fails, this is down move from here. SCSS similar kind of a setup. FMC technology, Monsanto, GIB, platform specialties, LLTC, BAP, Plexus. Then you have Royal Bank of Canada. Then your Air Method again. Air Method like drop down. Then this is typically what happens. If stock goes down, there are a lot of people who think that this is a bargain. They get in, and after some time, if they sell, or like the traders sell, and then if it doesn't have much of a buying power, then much of buyers interested, then it again goes down. And you'll see that like one very good setup like that, which was today was like this. See BIB. See stock gap down, like immediately people who are like who look for like the bottom fishing, they get in. Now it failed, and it failed big, so big down move. So that's the kind of anticipation setup you want to look at basically, and they will show up in your scan once you set up everything. This requires tools, this requires setting up some scans, and around 10 minutes of work every day, and 1 or 2 work out of that next day. See here again, stock is down big. This is a counter trend rally. Any breakdown here, another down move. Capital One Financial similar kind of a setup, down move, counter trend bounces. So typically when there are these big down moves, then again you get counter trend bounces, and they tend to fail in a bearish market. In a bull market, it may not behave that way. So that's it. You got to have all these setups, and that way you're ready for tomorrow. And some of them break out, some of them don't break out, but that's the way market is. And because you've been watching this setup, you can get into them much earlier than someone who doesn't do any anticipation kind of a work or homework. And also, if you're working, you can put in orders on them ahead of time, and you don't need to really watch the market. So these are some of the methods which can be used for anybody, either an active trader or a working person, to find candidates both on long and short.